bringing it in on your show, James Phillips.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, man? I took over.
Good morning. I feel like I'm in a strange place to be leading the interview, and I'm very short this morning as well.
We didn't swap out the old busted gasket chair.
I know, like my elbows are up here, like I'm a little kid at the table, at Quincy's back in the day.
and our camera angle comes down from the ceiling.
Right, yeah.
Oh, we'll get that fixed.
Hey, everybody.
Morning.
So,
What's
good
going
morning.
on?
It's a Monday, May the 11th in Jasper, Alabama, and we got cool things to talk about today.
Yeah, we got a special guest in studio with us this morning, Clay Boylen. He's back again. It just seems like you were in here a couple weeks ago, man. How's it been going, dude?
It's good, man. Life's been busy since, but it's good.
We're talking a little bit about that busy schedule you've had. So now we can talk about a little bit of a big event we got coming up this week that you and your wife both have done an amazing job putting together. So go ahead with that.
Yeah, man. So we're doing a charity baseball game to raise money for Ayden Payne for some treatment that I guess the insurance isn't going to cover at this point. And so my wife has been a huge help in getting this put together. My whole staff at Nelson Bryan Boylen Cross has been basically their full-time job lately is trying to get this game going. And so it's going to be the Jasper High School baseball alumni versus baseball alumni from schools throughout the county. And so that's, not just the county schools, Sumner Christian's included in that as well. And then there's a good bit of guys from Sumner Christian that are going to play. And so, it's going to be fun, man. It's May 14th, this Thursday at 5 p.m. We're going to start, and we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, this Thursday, May 14th, 5 p.m. We were talking about during the prep for the show while I was also changing out a computer screen. But I didn't realize last year wasn't the first one that had been done. So last year you put together one for Coach Tedford. Talk about that.
Yeah, so last year for Mike, which I graduated with Mike. We played baseball together for all 4 years. And that one was that was technically the second one, was the first one we'd done in years. The first one, we came up with that idea just as a way to try and, once we found out that Mike had cancer, that we really wanted to do something for him and his family, because at that point it was stage 4. I don't know how much I don't want to talk too much about Mike's situation but I think it was pretty common knowledge at the time. And he had a young child and, a young wife, and wanted him to be able to not have to work himself to death while trying to go through the chemo treatments and all that. And so we came up with the idea, some buddies, to put the game on and see and we had 2 weeks to do it. And man, it was awesome. I think we had over 200 people come out. We had all kinds of businesses come together last minute. We had nothing to offer outside of shirts. We had no concessions, nothing for kids. We just played baseball, and it was a great time. So we even had a pretty good on-field announcer that showed up to come do some stuff for us.
I jumped in there kind of last minute. I was up there in the booth, like in the normal spot, in the press box with their good friend Jonathan Morrison, and I knew there was a wireless microphone up there, so I just had the idea, what about getting down in there, and got on the field and got some on-field interviews, and I was doing it because, of course, at the time AP was in the hospital and he couldn't be there, so ended up, I was standing between second and shortstop, between the Thompson brothers, who got to know really well, former, teammates of AP,
right.
and was on the field right there in between a double play they turned. That was a lot of fun. And then I went out there again, and AP was on the phone the entire time too. He had video called in, so he was talking to him and kind of talking trash to him as well. And I get out there in right field with Parker Sawyer. and they're talking, and next thing you know, here comes a shot to right field that gets over our head. So here we go, running to the wall. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. We'll try and make that happen again. We will be live streaming the event, and thoughts are to put all the donation links on the live stream for everybody to be able to see it and be a part of it that can't be there. That's the idea there. So if You had talked a little bit about all the sponsors and some things that are some concessions that are coming this year. Talk a little bit more about that.
So this year we made sure that we had stuff for people to eat, and so Alabama Stackers is going to come out, and they'll be setting up pretty early. So I mean, by the time everybody gets there, they'll already be cooked. Everything will be ready to go.
Yeah.
We have them, and then the fizzy lemon is coming with some. If you've never had the fizzy lemon, you absolutely have to try it. They're not just their lemonade, but they have some other off the wall stuff that is fantastic.
I've never had
crazy.
it. Crazy.
I've seen some stuff where they've got like cotton candy on top of a lemonade that's like, I mean, it's wild, but they are creative, man.
Yeah. So like
really
this
good.
is a family event. You know, invite everybody out. I want to spread the word. Get out there. Think of it as another baseball game, the final baseball game of the season there at Valley Park, and a good night to come out. Good evening. The weather's going to be great this week. I don't want to jinx it, but I did peek ahead, and it's looking good for Thursday.
Yeah, and so we've got there'll be shirts available. What were the shirts that we're wearing? Same thing we did last year. On-field jerseys, what we call them. They're no numbers or anything, but it's the same shirts that we're going to be selling. And so we'll have more than enough. If we run out, we've got a link. You'll be able to purchase it right there from the shirt shop in Jasper.
Yeah, our good friends, the shirt shop of Jasper. I ran into Rebecca at Art in the Park on Saturday, and she was telling me all about them. And of course, I'd seen them already. So if there's a link out there, I'm going to try and pull that up and put that in the comment section for everybody to get in on that. Talk about the design of the shirt.
Yeah, so the key point of the shirt, and we really wanted to figure out how we could implement this, and it actually worked out perfect, where the handwriting at the top on the back of the shirt is actually AP's actual handwriting from when he was trying to write after he finally was able to do that with his hand. And so that's it looks a little broken, and that's because it is, and that's the beautiful part of it. And it's symbolic of why we're playing this game in the first place. I mean, to see how far he's come in almost 2 years since his accident, and when I saw that the insurance basically wasn't going to cover anymore at this point, man, it broke my heart, because I could tell I'd been following along with the stuff that was posted on the AP Strong page about everything and all the progress that was being made, and I just couldn't let that happen. I mean, I felt like there was no reason that should have to happen. My heart goes out to those kinds of people that are battling and doing everything they can. I mean, I'm a disability attorney. That's what I do, right? Who am I to sit there and not try and help in the best way I knew how was to do another game? And I think that that was my favorite part of everything. And so we're trying to work right now on getting some hats made. They're also going to have that on there as well.
Ooh,
It's going to be very last minute. I don't know if there's anybody listening that wants to help us out with that, but we're trying. If not, we'll have them made after for sale regardless. But it's going to be the front of the jersey is just it's a baseball diamond, but it's the colors. It's got AP, and then the colors that are around it are actually a mixture of the schools from the county, including Jasper, as a way of showing that we're all coming together to do this for our communities coming out to try and do this for one person. And I think that's how great of a community we really have, and it's undersold a lot of the time on how well we come together, particularly last minute. And so I think that it's going to be a great time. We've got stuff for kids. There's a couple bounce houses that are going to be there for kids. I'd rather than watch baseball personally, but that's just me. But at the same time, we wanted things to bring people stuff that it's not just a baseball game; it's a party, right?
Yeah,
we're gonna have fun, and there's some funny stuff that happens, like you're talking about on the field. I mean, we're out there to have fun. We ain't out there to win. I mean, we hope to, but at the same time, we're gonna hurt the same way either way afterwards.
This is going to be closer to like Savannah Bananas.
Oh yeah,
than
Savannah Bananas without the talent. Yeah. And without the singing.
Right.
We'll try, but it won't be very good.
Right.
It'll just be yakety sax playing over the PA. Then time over the
If we start trying to dance like they do, they're going to call the cop.
Now, what do you think's the average age of the players that are going to be playing?
It's probably in the upper 20s to low 30s.
Okay. Is there any? Are we going to have to stretch for sure? You think?
There's at least somebody. I know there's at least one person that's around 40 that'll be playing.
Wow.
So we might need to make sure their wheels drawn up and that they're
I
ready
had
to be
joked that
probated.
you should have RPO.
Yeah,
on
you
standby,
did.
but that may not be much of a joke.
It may not
actually.
be, but we have a lot of us are. It's funny. Most of us have most of us don't play any type of baseball or anything. I mean, there's maybe
Right.
slow pitch softball at the absolute most, and it makes us feel athletic when we're not anymore. Until we get out there and have to run 90 feet on the bases, and it's not 200 feet down the lines. It's 315 and almost 400 feet to center.
Right.
You have to run in the outfield and try and catch those balls. You're going to be a little winded, and I promise you will hurt the next day, and
Yeah.
probably the next week. So we are putting our bodies on the line for this.
Well, we'll be praying for you guys.
Yeah, we need it. I promise. But no, I'm never going to pass up the chance to play a baseball game, no matter how old I am. As long as I can walk, I'll go out there and strike out. That's not a problem. But no, I mean, and I think most of us are that way. That fire still burns. We love to play, but we definitely want to do it for somebody that we view as one of our own.
Yeah.
And if I can go out there and spend a day having fun and making a lot of money for somebody who needs it, I'm going to do that. Last year, I mean, in 2 weeks and very limited, not really know what we're doing, we raised over $10,000.
Yeah.
And all that goes to the beneficiary for the event. So this year that's AP, and I think we're going to shatter that.
Yeah.
From early returns, what I'm seeing, I think we're going to absolutely blow that away this year, and I really hope so.
Well, we even had the other night
Yeah.
during the broadcast
Yeah.
at Walker Wilson. He challenged every, was it Jasper Main Street business?
Yep. Walker County has already donated $500 to the event and challenged every business on Jasper Main Street to do the same. So if you're out there listening, our friends at Pinnacle Bank, I know y'all are listening this morning.
Yeah.
I talked to Mike Buttman on Friday. I put him on notice personally. So like Clay's saying, this has been a thing where the community has come together to support it. So just by getting the word out there is enough.
Yeah, definitely so. But anybody out there who's listening, what else do you have to do on a Thursday afternoon in Jasper, Alabama, other than go and watch a baseball game? It's going to be a great day. Looks like the weather's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, we could not ask for better weather. It looks like for this thing.
It's going to be awesome, and I mean, everybody. We're such a giving community, and people look for ways and reasons to give. This is such a good thing because AP has been fighting. I mean, just to watch the videos of him and what he's done when he's been in Atlanta, it's inspiring to see.
It is incredibly inspiring. And so that's, we want to make sure. I think that to do something like this for somebody is probably putting this together is some of the most fun I have, because I know everything that I do. It's like the excitement of knowing that what this is going for and we're literally trying to help a kid get to where he can walk. Right.
Yeah.
Something that, I don't want to undersell that. Right. Just the ability to, and that's why, going back to the handwriting on the shirt, I mean, it really is like, I hope people look at that and they remember that this is why we do this.
Right.
This is the whole point of why this is happening. On top of AP, there's an entire family that's been hurting for nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
Timmons included, right? And so I can only imagine what y'all and what Molly, and that family is going through on a daily basis. And, I've got a 4-year-old and an almost 2-year-old. If that was happening to them,
Oh yeah.
I would move mountains. And so if that's what I have to do to help somebody else, that's what I'll do.
I hope everybody that sees the shirt and they see that handwriting, I hope everybody can feel what Jonathan Timmons and what AP and all the family feel when they see that handwriting, because that's such a miracle just to even see
Right.
that he's been able to do that now.
Right. So, no, it's going to be a great time. I think we're expecting a very large crowd, so get there early. Make sure you have the seating is limited. Bring your own chair.
Bring your chairs.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of seats out there. There's a decent amount, but it ain't gonna hold everybody. So
If you're standing around, you may
Yeah.
get thrown out on the field into a position.
you might. And we listen. We might be dropping like flies. So come with a glove. But no, I think it's going to be great. We're going to raise a lot of money for a really good cause.
Well, you're listening to Live at 9 this morning. Jonathan Timmons, James Phillips. We have Clay Boylen in the studio. We're talking about the AP Strong benefit this Thursday at Valley Park at 5 p.m. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll wrap it up. Y'all stick around.
It's comfortable, relaxed, and always welcoming. Whether you're meeting friends, enjoying a casual dinner, lunch from 11 to 3:30 and dinner 5 to close. Jake's has great food, an easygoing vibe, and it's a place you'll want to come back to. Jake's on 4th, fine dining done the Walker County way.
Young Jewelers. That name has been a part of Jasper for a long, long time. As a matter of fact, for 3 generations and over 70 years, Young Jewelers has been located in downtown Jasper, striving to earn your loyalty with quality and customer service. Young Jewelers has set the standard in diamonds, jewelry, and gifts. You can afford to have a diamond from Young Jewelers. Our friendly staff can assure you of that. And you're always greeted with a smile and a genuine concern for your needs. Whether it's custom design work or diamonds from one of the name brand vendors, a consultation at Young Jewelers will have you feeling confident you've made the right choice. Young Jewelers, located across from City Hall on 19th Street and online at youngjewelers.com.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake McKenzie from All South Land and Timber. We have been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Pinnacle Bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Live at 9 with James Phillips, presented by Young Jewelers on WJLX.
There we go. Are we here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we go. My bad.
Did everybody miss the entire introduction?
Yeah, start over.
I'm not
We're
starting
back.
over.
We just came back. We just came back.
We're just back. We're back. Live at 9. Thanks for all of our sponsors. We'll go through them real quick. Jake's on 4th and Young Jewelers, thank you guys. And I was just saying that Clay's been on here twice now, and twice in a shorter period of time. You don't have to like move mountains. It doesn't have to be $70 million verdicts. You don't have to be raising, thousands of dollars for people to come on the show. You can just come say hey sometime.
I'll pop my head in.
You're a 2-time guest. I'm not gonna mention the record holder for guest yet.
Brian Baker.
Yeah, Brian Baker, exactly. He's co-host
That's
on
good,
most
yeah.
Mondays.
Because he kept showing up, we just made him a co-host.
Yeah. So the baseball game is going to be Thursday. It's I'm calling it the old timers game, even though they're only they hadn't reached that age yet. But
We feel old.
an alumni game between the Jasper Vikings and county schools, and it all goes to AP Strong for Ayden to be able to continue to get the services that he's getting. Because man, that kid, he really is. He's an inspiration. He's been fighting.
Yeah.
And I know he has up days and down days, but this has got to be something that he's going to be excited about too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I talked about a little bit, going to it last year and him not being able to be there, and it was tough for him. So, yeah, he's going to be out there this Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's we're really excited for it. We're probably too excited to go and hurt ourselves. But I think it's I'm really, after the last one with Mike, we knew that AP we wanted him to be the next one, and it just we weren't trying to make it work earlier, and it just didn't happen. And then it all came together, and I think the way it has come together is kind of a beautiful picture of, like I said earlier, exactly our community and how willing they are to help, especially on such short notice. We've had already, I think, 10 businesses give some sort of donation, whether it be a door prize which there will be door prizes. We gave away a lot last year. I don't remember how many, but quite a bit. There will be, monetary donations. I mean, I think so far we've probably gotten around $2,000 or $3,000 just in donating before, and we're 4 days before the game.
Right.
Most of the donations have come day of, and so that like I said, if you don't have anything to do, we'd love to have you out. Like I said, it's something where we made sure that the whole community, the entire county, is involved. And so it's don't let the big crowd scare you. Okay, and there will be one, but that's the point. We want there to be. And it's going to be a great time. It'll be funny. If you like watching people hurt themselves, I promise you'll get to see that.
Trying to live glory days.
Yeah, that's probably
bodies don't really do what they used to do.
A lot of very upset wives the next day.
Will the Springsteen song be on just
probably
complete,
should be just on repeat?
Yeah,
that would
just
probably
repeat that thing.
It's not a torture chamber; it's a baseball field. So.
Yeah. Or put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Yeah, there you
That's gonna be
go.
on.
Just cycle through them.
Yeah.
One county gets one, and then
Right.
Jasper gets the other. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. You'll be surprised at what you see. Pat Maddox came out last year and hit a home run and hadn't swung a bat in probably 10 years. And then he could barely make it around the bases. And so he was basically done after that. I was like, I don't know why you're still playing. You ain't going to get any better. So yeah, we're going to have a great time, and I look forward to seeing everybody.
Well, that's this Thursday at Valley Park. Molly's checking in here in the chat. She said, thank you, guys. Ayden Payne will be on the field in his chair, so he's going to be out there roaming around wherever he sees fit, wherever he needs to be. I'm sure wherever he sees himself needs to be. Like you mentioned, great sponsors. I think WJLX, let's donate a pair of tickets to give away. We'll donate a pair of Rock the South tickets to give away, but you must be present to win. So anybody that comes out there and gets signed up, plays in the game, you're automatically entered to win. I'm just kind of making this up on the fly, but that all works. That's all doable. We'll hammer out the details on Thursday night. But so yeah, lots of giveaways, lots of sponsors, lots of players coming in. The link for the shirts is on the shirtshopjasper.com. I've also got that link in the comments. You can pre-order those shirts and have them for pickup there. You don't have to.
So I think the pre-order, I'm not sure if they're going to be able we're working that out.
Okay.
We got a limited number, a decent number, but a limited number at the same time of shirts available for sale that day. So we're going to get with Rebecca and figure out exactly what's going on with that. But you will have a shirt at least ordered, if nothing else. And if there's enough to give away that day, then yeah, you can pick it up that day.
Okay.
We want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get one.
When I went through it last night, I went ahead and bought two, and then I got one in both colors, and it did give me an option to like pick up.
Okay.
So,
Well, then we'll make sure.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Now,
fine.
which color do you guys like best?
like 'em
Because they're
both,
both
man,
sharp.
yeah.
They're white or black.
I'm partial to the black.
Yeah.
I think I was liking the white one.
I've heard from both people across the board, but that's how I want it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
needs to be that way.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
It's so they're both great. I mean, they are. But I just like the black one myself. But the even though I put them both together, but with some help, I can't
Yeah.
take all that credit. I'm not that creative. But we I think and we thought about the idea of maybe doing other colors if there were other colors people would want and they wanted to buy one. I'm not going to tell them no.
Yeah,
we
I-
can
I'm
get those
sure.
made.
Sure.
I think Rebecca was going to keep the link up even after the game, if I remember right. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but that was my understanding.
That's really sharp.
Yeah, and like I said, we're going to work on getting some hats.
Yeah, those
as well.
hats. If we
Yeah.
can figure out how to make that happen, man.
We
that-
got some a really cool hat concept that's not it wasn't complete at the time, but I'll show y'all after. It's
Okay.
really cool. But we have if we can get that, we're working on trying to get that very last minute. We're gonna see what we can do, and if not, we'll definitely get them made for purchase after. So yeah, we're excited, and it's gonna be a great time.
And we'll remind everybody that we'll be live streaming it on our social media pages. And I don't know what that broadcast is going to look like. If it's going to be like our typical baseball, or we're going to have like a roving reporter.
Yeah, I
like
really
you did
want to.
last
Yeah, I
year.
really want to get the wireless mics ran
Yeah, I
through
think-
the PA or ran through our mixer,
Yeah.
so we can get that live through the live stream. Because that'll be a lot of fun. I don't think that should be too much of a problem. I'll say that, and then I'll regret saying that right now.
If you can give Timmons and me a live mic and we just go against each other, I think it would be entertaining.
Yeah.
It would be entertaining.
Yeah, I think the only problem we would have is hearing each other.
Right.
So. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure
I
it
will
out.
speak loud enough for you to hear me.
Just yelling into the live stream. People are gonna love that content. Well, all right, man. Clay, anything else you want to add before we get out of here this
I
morning?
think so. Like I said, just everybody remember what you're giving to. Okay, and it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a great time. I think it's gonna be a well talked about event. You're gonna want to be there. You don't want to miss it.
We'll make sure to remind everybody all week long right here on WJLX and our social media. So be listening for that. JP, who you got lined up this week?
We got Alan Bailey is going to be coming in on Wednesday. He's the only one that's a solid book today. Got a couple politicians coming in this week as well, just waiting on the days to be able to say which one is coming in. So
Yeah, final full week of all that before the election. So
thank goodness. Thank goodness.
yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy. Well, good Lord. So here we got a good event though coming up Thursday, and
And tell everybody to go to AP Strong.
That's right.
On Facebook, search AP Strong out, and that way you can hear the whole story. I mean, we're talking like everybody knows exactly what's happened with him, but you can go back and see the full story. He had a horrible neck injury a couple years ago, and you can see the videos of how things are improving, the work that he's putting into it. I can't push people enough to go and
No.
see that, and then give what you're going to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one last thing, if you look on the event page, you'll see now it has all the like Venmo and Cash App and all that. It's my wife's. We do that so we can track how much we've raised. It's the only way we know how to know on our limited capacity on how to know exactly how much we got, and all that will be given to AP Strong afterwards in one check, so they have it all going in and can easily track it for their purposes. But we think so don't let that scare you. It ain't going to our pockets, I promise. But
that's right. I can verify.
Yeah,
I can verify.
so
that. Those are legit
yeah,
sources.
But we so just go ahead and if you want to donate and you can't come to the game, by all means, we're not going to tell you
Yeah.
you can't. So
That's why we had you come on today, so everybody can see your face. This is the guy that would be stealing from.
know who's taking your money and running
broken
off.
neck right here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's me.
you can trust this face.
Yes. All right. All the links are in the comment section and a couple of extra information as well. Again, thank you everybody for listening this morning. Go on Facebook. You can get to that event right there on the AP Strong page. It's got all the information for it. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening in this morning. Hope to see everybody out this Thursday at Valley Park at 5 p.m. for the AP Strong Charity Baseball Game. Thanks, Clay. Thanks,
Thank y'all
JP.
for having me.
Y'all have a good one.
Thank you guys.